What's up, everybody? I'm back and we're going to do another day of planning my macros and my food for the day so that I can hit my nutritional goals and make my gains. Or maybe in your case, to not make gains, make negative gains like lose weight, whatever it is. I'm going to show you how I'm making my gains, how I'm meeting my goals by doing my macros and putting a plan together for the full day of what I'm going to be eating. So do me a favor, as usual, if you would, please, if you find this video helpful, hit the like button, maybe even the subscribe button while you're there. And I'm gonna do a few things different today. If you've watched my past videos for this, you know that my breakfasts are almost always the exact same thing, which is some liquid egg whites, some Ezekiel bread, etc., etc. Gonna throw a few things in here different today, just because even though I love simplicity, you gotta mix it up every once in a while. So today I'm gonna add in these, which they call them like protein, it says protein packed, but ultimately they're carbs more than anything. In fact, one waffle on this is 23 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fat on a waffle. So if I'm gonna eat two of those, that's 20 grams of fat just on the waffles. Normally I have 1 gram of fat for my breakfast. So that means that I'm gonna have to kind of move some things around throughout the day to make sure I don't blow the fat out for the rest of the day because I'm having a lot of fat for breakfast. One other thing that I'm doing different today is this. This is, trying to hold the phone it's a buffalo cauliflower thing. So basically cooked cauliflower with some seasoning and some Frank's buffalo wing sauce. It's really great. I love this dish. I just haven't had it in a while, so I'm excited to be able to put it back in the plan. It's very minimal as far as impact. I think for 1 cup, it's like 20 calories, a few carbs, a little bit of protein, so that's nice too. So looking forward to adding in a few new things today. So let's get started. All right, let's get started. So I'm gonna start like I start every time I do this. I have 2 meals that are the exact same every single day. Those are my pre-workout and my post-workout. So I'm gonna add those in very quickly. I'm gonna go to my protein scoop here. I'm gonna change this to a pre-workout first. We'll do that. So it says cup and a half, or sorry, scoop and a half. I'm gonna go ahead and add that. Let's go ahead and add in the raisins as well. I do actually a third of a cup. I want about 40 grams or so of protein on, or I'm sorry, of carbs on this. Gets me 40.9, perfect, almost perfect. Let's do the post-workout, almost the exact same thing. A scoop and a half of my whey protein. We're gonna add that. Let's go to the raisins. Half a cup. I did a third of a cup on my pre-workout, doing a half a cup on my post-workout. And the reason I'm doing this, I'll show you in a second. And the wasabi peas, the dried peas, half of a cup. Let's save it. The reason that I do these two in this manner is I'm trying to hit a certain gram of carbs for each workout. So on my pre-workout, I'm wanting about 40 carbs or so. You can see I'm just getting a little bit over. And then on my post-workout, I'm shooting for around 90 to 100. The wasabi peas, as you can see, has 30 grams of carbs, which really kind of helps complement the raisins there. Plus, as I said before, I like the heat of the peas and the sweet of the raisins. So, all right, those are good. Now let's add in those waffles that I was talking about. You can see here about halfway down, power waffles. For 2 slices, there is the total macros, 20 fat if I eat 2 of these things. Comparative to my other days, whenever I have Ezekiel bread, and I only have 1 gram of fat for my whole breakfast, this has an impact on how the rest of the day is gonna go. So let's put this together and show you how I'm gonna do this. So let's go ahead, I've got 2 slices. Let's save it. Now, I'm not gonna do any regular eggs today because regular eggs have some fat in them, but liquid egg whites do not. So today is all liquid egg whites for breakfast, 24 tablespoons. That's almost 2 cups, that's a cup and a half. So let's go with that. And then also I am going to do the Greek yogurt as I always do, the cup of Greek yogurt. You can see 0 fat here, very helpful, but still has 12 protein and 9 carbs. We're gonna save that. This is my breakfast for the day. Let's take a look. 720 total calories, 72 protein, 55 carbs, 20 fat. Let's take a look at yesterday's breakfast and in comparison. This one had less calories, 14 less fat. So a much different day, even if I go to the day before that. To give you one more piece of contrast, only 1 gram of fat for my entire breakfast a couple of days ago. So having a breakfast with 20 grams of fat it's going to make us do some things different for the rest of the day. So let's do a few of those things. Let's go to lunch first. I'm going to do my standard whole grain rice, the entire pouch. It's like 71 grams of carbs, minimal fat. That looks good. Let's save that. Let's do some chicken with that. Some shredded chicken breast I've already got prepared. Let's go up to chicken breast and let's do, let me see, 114 grams is about 5 ounces. I just know because I've done this. So we're gonna do about 5 ounces of chicken breast here. Let's do a few things here like some salsa, just a little bit of salsa on there for my lunch, 2 tablespoons. And let's put on some non-fat plain Greek yogurt this time. The other stuff for breakfast I usually do is a flavor, it's cherry and blueberry, but I like the Greek yogurt plain non-fat because it tastes like sour cream to me, and I love it on like taco bowls. So this is sort of like a Mexican sort of dish that we're going to be doing here. So half of a cup of that, which is a lot of, but you can see here 0 fat, 45 total calories, 8 protein. That's really nice to have the 0 fat part of that. Okay, so for now we're going to leave this as is. There's my lunch, the rice, the chicken, the salsa, and the yogurt. I don't think there's anything else at this time that I want to do. But at the top, let's take a quick look at what I still need to fulfill. 33 protein, 234 carbs, 41 fat. All right, so let's go to dinner. Dinner, I am going to do the cauliflower. If I can find out where I put that on my list. I might have to go to custom since I just added it in. Let's see. Raw cauliflower, perfect, right there. So 1 cup is, you can see 0 fat. It's got some protein in it, some carbs. I like both of those things. Let's do 2 cups. Let me change this to dinner. All right, 2 cups of that. All right. Still a long way to go on my carbs. For dinner, I would also maybe like to do, let's see here. I need some carbs. What could I eat for some carbs? You'd think that wouldn't be that difficult. Sometimes it just is. I think I'll actually do a couple more, maybe a slice of Ezekiel bread for dinner, just something a little bit different. Let's just put a couple of Ezekiels on there. Do 2 slices, not 3. There we go. Okay, still pretty far off. We'll get those filled up. And let's just leave that like that for the moment. Let's assume that that's going to be a meal. One other thing that I like to do as well is cereal in the evenings, especially a nice, healthy, high-carb cereal. And my favorite is called Raisin Nut Bran. So let's put in some Raisin Nut Bran here. And you can see this is pretty nice because 4 ounces of Raisin Nut Bran is 141 total carbs, which is really nice. So I'm actually going to put 4 ounces onto here. I'm not going to eat these together at the same time. That would be pretty gross. But you know what I might do? I'm actually going to try something here. I'm going to remove the dinner for now. I'm going to remove let's just make dinner about the cereal. And let's actually move this up to 5. Oh, you know what? Let's add some raisins into that Raisin Nut Bran. Half of a cup of raisins by themselves, because I love raisins. It's a nice carb jump, and all of a sudden those carbs are looking good at the top. That's really nice. Now let's put a few things of milk in here, and because I've still got a lot of fat to go through, I'm going to do regular milk. Sometimes I'll split it with almond milk, but I'm going to just do regular milk for now. You can see sort of where my numbers are starting to come in at, getting really close here. Let's see, what should I do at this point? I'm 244 calories remaining. If you've watched my last videos, you know that I want to be just a little bit over on my total calories. I don't want to be under at all. So let me look for an opportunity here to take something that's maybe a little bit higher in fat. I know what I'll do. I'm going to do a couple of cheese sticks just for snacking on throughout the day. Love me some cheese sticks, and those are some nice high-fat opportunities. There we go, cheese sticks, Colby Jack. Do 2 of them. I'm going to make them a snack. You can see that that really didn't affect my carbs too much, but it really knocked down my total fat, and my protein is just a little bit over, which is really where I like it. Just got a little bit more to go here and I'll be done. So I need 78 more calories. And what could I do that would fit that? How about, what would a banana do? 107, I like this. So let's take a look again. I only need 78 more calories to fulfill. This is 117 calories, which will put me just barely over. And look at those numbers. This is almost perfect. A little bit over on my protein, a little bit over on my total calories, and a little bit under on my fat, which is perfect. So this is what we're rolling with today. I'm hungry. I'm gonna start making some food. But we'll do a workout later on today. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you got any questions on how I built this. And all right, so one of the things I've really tried to embrace this year is doing stuff I don't want to do. So it started earlier in the year with cardio and running, and which I don't like doing any of it. Now, the next evolution of that is running when it's, Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 37 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, 37 degrees. So it's almost like I said, let's take the one thing I don't like and let's make it worse by making it basically the second thing I hate the most, which is cold. So part of my workout today is I'm going to go out and do probably 20, 25 minutes of HIIT, probably 30-second on, 30-second off, maybe a minute on, minute off. I don't know. This thing looks silly when you can talk to it, but whatever. So I'm off to go and do that, and that's the beginning of today's workout. All right, my run is done. I'm not going to say it was a mistake, but, you know, I'll let my glasses speak for myself. It was cold. I did 20 minutes, actually 25 minutes of HIIT, so it was like a little bit of a warm-up. Then I ran for a minute, walked for 30 seconds, and that was my entire thing. Felt like an hour, so stinking cold. The temperature is now 35, so I regret it, but I'll probably do it again. Have a good one. Like this video if it's helpful. Subscribe if you get a chance. Thanks.